Hello everyone, and welcome to What Goes Into Our Food. Today's topic is GMOs, or GEOs. First off, what are GMOs? GMOs, or GEOs, stand for genetically modified or genetically engineered organisms. 90% of the crops grown in the US, like corn, sugar beets, soybeans, and canola, are genetically modified. GMOs have been modified so that they either produce more food, are disease resistant, cost less money, and also require the use of less pesticides and herbicides. However, the problem with this is that the experiments on the foods and how they're created is totally uncontrolled and unpredictable, because where they inject the foreign genes from the other species of plant that they want that plant to have the assets of, they inserted it random, so nobody really knows how anything is going to turn out. These foods can sometimes have allergic or toxic reactions in the human body, and also can have unforeseen effects on the environment because nobody knows how they're going to react. Even though they're not supposed to require more pesticides and herbicides, GMO crops actually do, and GMO crops are generally engineered by the same companies that make a lot of pesticides and herbicides. So these companies continually get more money. And the plants that they're making either don't produce seeds or produce seeds that are totally mutilated and just don't work at all. So, once again, the farmers that plant all this stuff have to continually be feeding money to these big companies. Another thing is that lab reports that have reported certain foods and pesticides and all that to be safe and useful and all of this stuff, those studies are done by labs and scientists that are funded by the corporations that engineered those pesticides and GMO foods. They make more money if they are oh, it's great, we're pretty sure it could kill you. But you know what? We're gonna not talk about that. Also, independent and private labs are forbidden to do tests on GMO foods, and if they do tests on GMO foods and they publish their articles, they're bombarded with reports of oh, they're unconventional and unproven and they don't work because they suck, and basically everyone thinks they're wrong. However, there is good news. Finally there's good news. Over 50 countries in the world have either passed laws or completely outlawed GMO foods. Some of them haven't outlawed them, but they've required you to have a labeling system that shows which foods include GMOs and which foods don't include GMOs. But Canada and the United States are among those who do not. Yeah, some stuff you can do to improve this, because it kind of needs improving. Research where you live and see if there are any laws or protection things against GMO foods, and if not, then spread the word about this and get people together and go to your government and be yo! Dude, get with the program! Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed this kind of angsty rant video. This is the final video in my series. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and you enjoyed this series. I'll see you next time, humans. Bye!